So, new challenge of this trail, which is now apparently a multi-use trail, is that there is an endless stream of bikers because it's Saturday. So that's kind of new. I've never had that before. Well, as you can see, it got fairly cold last night. Cold enough to freeze a lot of stuff and for frost to come in. So, yeah, it's kind of scary. I guess winter is coming. Check out the elk right there. So this morning I'm kind of walking roads. It looks like I'm kind of going through some rolling hills that are sort of the transition between the proper Rockies and the San Juans, which is pretty nice. It's nice to have some flat or flatter terrain, easier hiking. And yesterday I actually ended up night hiking for a while and did about 32 miles just to kind of set myself up better for the San Juans and getting into Lake City on time. And I'm thinking today I might do 30 just to, that's where the next good water is. There's a cow moose. Oh, two of them. So that is San Luis Peak, which is a 14er. And I'm actually heading up to this pass, and I think I'm gonna keep hiking, do some night hiking, try to get to the cutoff where it cuts off for the Creed alternate, which I'm not gonna do, but I think that's kind of a low point where I could camp and still get some miles in before I get to sleep tonight and have a lower day tomorrow into town. But it will probably be cold, so if I do want to camp, now's the time. So that is a bull moose, and I'm climbing up to a pass right now. Why there's a bull moose in the alpine zone around 12,000 feet, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's probably a little hard to see in the camera. You see the trail there. And I camped down kind of in these trees last night. There's a really nice spring there, and I came up over this saddle. Ended up doing about 31 miles yesterday just to try to get closer to the destination. I'll see if I can get a little better shot of this moose, but it looks like he's going over the other side. Well, I don't see the moose. He was over there somewhere. But this is the pass. Okay, I'm in the Ravens Rest Hostel in Lake City, Colorado, and I have one more stop in Pagosa Springs, and then I'll be done. So as of now, I think I have about 180 miles left. And And see, it's a really nice hostel. But I also owe a huge thanks to Smack, who sent me an amazing box of food, and actually has sent me boxes before on the AT. So Smack and Smack's family, thank you very much for this awesome resupply. Hopefully it gets me about 5 days to Pagosa Springs, which will be my final stop. Onward to Chama. So here's a really cool little yurt that would be nice to stay in, but it's the middle of the day. Well, actually it's 3, but I just had some lunch and I'm moving on. More miles. Well, apparently this is the high point of the Colorado Trail, 13,271. Doesn't seem right. I mean, it doesn't seem that high for the Colorado Trail, but I guess it is. Yeah, I guess the other ones were alternates off the trail, but yeah. Not the coolest high point. I mean, it's certainly beautiful, but I think the views we had climbing up to here were much better. Yep. My iPhone, but oh, sometimes it comes through. That's not bad. Nice. Well, you can see the trail. Today's gonna be a roller coaster, that's for sure. So this part of the trail is actually really high for a long time. It very rarely dips below 12,000 feet, and I think this last stretch was about 25 miles of high elevation and then one little dip beneath 12,000 feet and then right back up, which is pretty cool, but also can get cold. Although right now in the sun it feels really nice. Check out this old mine. Pretty cool. It's definitely been probably purposefully caved in, but it's a spring now. And if you follow it out, you can see the buried tracks that lead out. And there's remnants of an old cabin. Pretty cool. And that's where I'm headed. Well, I guess this is where I leave the CT, and it's back to the CDT strictly. You can see this is where I came from on the Colorado Trail. That's where it goes. And this is where the CDT goes. It'll be interesting to see if it just switches right back to how it was before the Colorado Trail. But it's been nice to be on the Colorado Trail. It's a little more maintained, or a lot more maintained, better graded and gentler. It's been nice. what that notch is. Almost looks man-made. Well, after you leave the Colorado Trail, it's back to the same old CDT. Overgrown and underused. It's quite the view. So there, you can actually see that little square notch that sort of looked man-made earlier. And from what I can tell, it's just a natural notch, just formed between two cliffs, and it's called the window. And it's just sort of a little pass between Rio Grande Pyramid, which is what that peak is, and this little pass, which is where I'm headed up. You can see the trail kind of winds around and then goes up to the pass. But yeah, it's pretty cool looking. Here's a good view of the backside of the window. And Rio Grande Pyramid. And that mountain really looks like a pyramid too.